We're back, and it's time to talk about something absolutely critical: crypto's next-generation security and how to safely store your digital assets. This might sound a little technical at first, but I'll walk you through it in plain English, with real examples, helpful tips, and zero tech jargon. Let's get into it. How blockchain security actually works first. Let's revisit the big question: how is crypto even secure? The answer starts with something called the blockchain. A blockchain is like a giant public record book. Every time a transaction happens, like sending Bitcoin, it gets written into this book. But here's the twist. It's not stored in one place. Copies of the book are stored on thousands of computers around the world, called nodes. Now let's take Bitcoin as an example. It uses a system called proof of work, where powerful computers compete to validate transactions. It's like solving a really complex puzzle. The first one to solve it gets to add a page to the book and is rewarded with new Bitcoin. Here's why that's so secure. To hack it, someone would need to go back, rewrite that page, and redo the puzzle for every page after it, across every copy of the book in the world, and still do it faster than everyone else combined. That's like trying to rewrite a library while a million librarians are watching you. Not gonna happen. And here's the best part. The larger the network, the more secure it becomes. Bitcoin is the most secure because it has the most people participating, but that's the blockchain. Your biggest risk isn't the technology. It's how you store and protect your crypto. Let me tell you a few quick stories. In 2014, a big exchange called Mt. Gox got hacked. People lost over $450 million worth of Bitcoin. Why? Because they trusted someone else to hold their money, and that someone didn't secure it properly. Then there's Quadriga CX. The founder died suddenly, and he was the only one with the passwords. Hundreds of millions in crypto, gone forever. Scams, phishing emails, fake websites, it still happens today. Crypto doesn't get stolen from blockchains, it gets stolen from people who weren't prepared. So let's make sure you're not one of them. How do you store crypto? There are two main types of wallets for crypto: hot wallets and cold wallets. Let's compare them. Hot wallets. Easy but risky. Hot wallets are connected to the internet. They come as smartphone apps like Trust Wallet, browser extensions like MetaMask, or accounts on exchanges like Coinbase or Binance. They're convenient. You can send, receive, and trade quickly. But there's a catch. They're always online, and that makes them targets for hackers. Think of a hot wallet like carrying cash in your pocket. Easy to spend, but easy to lose. If your phone gets hacked, if you click the wrong link, if the exchange locks your account, your money can vanish. Cold wallets. Like a vault for your coins, cold wallets are stored offline. No internet, no hackers. There are a few types. Hardware wallets like small USB sticks, for example, Ledger, Trezor. Paper wallets, just a printed piece of paper with your keys. Air-gapped devices, computers that never touch the internet. These are perfect for long-term storage. They're like a vault or a safe in your home. It's harder to use day to day, but much safer for storing larger amounts. Just remember, if you lose it or your backup, that's on you. So keep it somewhere safe and tell someone you trust. Understanding private keys and recovery phrases. Now let's talk about the key to it all. Literally, every wallet has a private key, a secret password that gives full control of the funds. But you don't need to remember the key itself. Instead, you'll get a recovery phrase, usually 12 or 24 words. This phrase is your lifeline. If your phone is lost, stolen, or dies, you can restore your wallet with these words. Here's the rule. Never store this phrase online. Don't email it to yourself. Don't take a screenshot. Write it down, on paper or a metal backup, and store it in a secure place like a safe or safety deposit box. If anyone gets your phrase, they can steal your crypto. If you lose it, you lose your crypto. Period. Custodial versus non-custodial wallets. You'll also hear these terms a lot. Custodial and non-custodial wallets. Here's the difference. Custodial means someone else holds your private keys, like an exchange. Non-custodial means you control the keys. If someone else holds your keys, they control your money. If the exchange goes down, gets hacked, or blocks your account, you're stuck. That's why we say, not your keys, not your coins. Want real ownership? Use a non-custodial wallet. Before we wrap up, here's a simple checklist to keep you safe. Use hardware wallets for long-term storage. Keep your recovery phrase offline and secure. Never share your private keys. Be careful with links, emails, and pop-ups. Phishing is everywhere. Use authenticator apps, not SMS, for two-factor login test with small amounts before sending large funds. And remember, the biggest threat to your crypto is you. So stay alert, stay skeptical, and build good habits. If all this seems overwhelming, don't worry. Start small, use a trusted wallet, practice with small amounts, write things down, ask questions, and never let anyone pressure you into rushing. You're not behind, you're early, you're learning, and that's what matters most. To sum it up, blockchains like Bitcoin are extremely secure, but your storage method matters most. Hot wallets are for convenience. Cold wallets are for safety. Always protect your recovery phrase. And never forget, if you don't control your keys, you don't control your crypto. In our final lesson, we discuss the future of crypto and blockchain, where this technology is going and how it might shape the world we live in. See you in the next and final module.